view on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. And we rise now for the Spanish national anthem. Well, that was impressive. Watch that. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Things running. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
And here's Neto. Ronaldo has gone backward here. Portugal have a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, wow, that is fantastic! From Captain Fantastic!
Well, we can only hope that this has set the tone for what's to come. Captain Majestic has stunned the whole arena.
That was beautiful. Something close to genius. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Kubasi. Eric Garcia. Kubasi. That's been slipped through.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Llorente. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Eric Garcia. Grimaldo. Llorente. Oh, can he get onto this? Now that's well seen too. Nuno Mendes. Now then, the ball's come loose. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Eric Garcia. Oh, some tackle that. Now who's going to be first to this? Dani Olmo! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Dani Olmo, now here's the delivery. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Williams, it's run loose here. And it's Grimaldo. João Cancelo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pedro Neto, forwards and with intent. Is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Yamal looks to get on the end of this. He has found the way through. Played out to the right. Llorente played into the box. Takes a shot! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Llorente. Spain.
Well, we're seeing a better spell of passing here, Peter, so
We are.
you're getting some short, crisp passing and much more purpose behind it.
And they're keeping the ball.
Well, in some way, that qualifies as good defence too, doesn't it?
And that has been clubbed away. Pedri. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Diogo Costa, long ball by the goalkeeper. Ruben Dias. And it's played forward. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Nico Williams. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Gonzalo Inacio. Pedro Neto. Can he deliver? Eric Garcia gets it clear. Nico Williams. Pedri. Oyarzabal. Can he finish? Sticks it away! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Nice looking ball. He's in plenty of space here.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Grimaldo, gently done. Portugal, half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides. This is gone, that's a foul. Nice and simple for the keeper. João Cancelo. Pedro Neto. And that could set him on his way. Bruno Fernandes. Portugal have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Rodri clears it away. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Mendes. Now it's Oyarzabal. Yamal. Rodri out to the right. Dani Olmo. Mendes with the slide tackle there. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Referee's given a throw. Llorente. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi shifted upfield. Dani Olmo. Oh, good spread. Rafael Leao gets good distance on it. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Eric Garcia. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Rafael Leao. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Portugal, chance, surely! That's the throw. Llorente. Dani Olmo. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Rafael Leao. Now it's Rafael Leao. Nuno Mendes. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Vitinha. Oh, he's found support out wide. Rafael Leao. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Cleared away. Pedri. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Eric Garcia. Grimaldo. Eric Garcia. Moved on forwards. Vitinha. Aimed forwards. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, that's nice. Oh, a delicate chip through. That is a great pick out. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
That's really well manoeuvred. Nuno Mendes. Crunching tackle, and the counter is on. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. He is through here.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Pedro Neto. That's really well cleared. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And it's Ruben Neves. That's Great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Climbs up big! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Just fizzes past the post.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Ferran Torres. Pedri, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo played out towards the right wing. Oh, well measured. Bruno Fernandes. Trincao. And it's Cancelo. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Ruben Dias. And here's Trincao. Will play through for the wide man. Big chance! Really well taken goal. Ronaldo at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Portugal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Oh, it's come loose! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Yamal goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Could be danger here. It's a loose ball. Ferran Torres. And he's heaved it away. Eric Garcia. Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow and designed to force opposition mistakes.
Ferran Torres has been caught there. It's a foul. Punched away. Trincao tries to clear. He came in hard, very hard. Well, nicely intercepted. Great defending, strong and determined. Thinks one through. That's good vision. Trincao. Chance to shoot. That is doing no harm. Spain making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Bruno Fernandes. He's free, he has got chance for a shot! And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Ruben Neves. He can run onto that. Up he goes! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Spain making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And back to the goalkeeper. Diogo Dalot. And it's Pedri. Cucurella. Short changes him with that pass. Cucurella. Turns and goes back. Spain with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. That has been knocked clear. And that's it. Portugal can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, it's a win that came as a result of an ideal start, Peter.